This is a message from your guides reading for the child. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and surround us in some protective space. Okay, and I'm going to use my rose quartz. Dookie. Okay, so right away your aura is feeling a lot cleaner than it has in some of the other readings. And I feel like your guides are indicating that you are doing really well. There's a lot that you're cleansing out of your aura. And they've definitely given you like a lot of assignments during so many of these readings. It's always like self-examining. You always have this theme with your guides coming up of how they want you to cleanse and like remove toxins in your field and break cords to different people. Um, but as the energy was going behind you in like at your back, this is an area where people carry a lot of cords to other people because your back has to do with support. And especially like in the solar plexus, sacral chakra, there can be a lot of cords there in the shoulders. Um, and I'm not saying there's no cords left, but it is feeling just a lot clearer in general. And there's more of this kind of relief or like peaceful feeling that's definitely coming toward you. And I feel like you're definitely being assisted by your guides with removing some of these things and removing some deeper things. So I feel like some of this is implementing now, but I feel like um, as this energy continues and it builds, you're going to see more and more of the results of it because you've kind of been in this other energy for a long time. And so I feel like any results that you're already seeing now, it's just going to double and triple. You're going to see a lot more effects from what you're doing, from what you're clearing. There's also this feeling like you're kind of figuring out what is working for you. Um, in the sense of how to clear yourself because everybody really clears themselves in a different way. And not one thing is going to work for, a lot of people in the exact way. There might be everybody doing the same type of visualization, but and it might work for all of them, but still they're going to do something a little bit different for themselves. Um, Everybody has a different life. Everybody has different ideas and different beliefs and programmings in their own way. So there's always a different way that your guides are going to communicate with you as to how to clear yourself. And you are definitely picking up on that from them. It feels like where you're able to clear yourself now, you have the ability to see how to do that, and it's working for you. So your guides are kind of confirming that you are doing really well with that, and your space is getting a lot clearer. And even if you don't see, everything totally cleared, um, like in your auric space in a way where so many toxins have cleared out of the way that it has manifested, or there's almost even a feeling like there are kind of temporary points where you are feeling like this peace and this kind of high, and then there's kind of this lull a little bit where you kind of step more into these toxic energies again, but it feels like that's just to kind of let you know that they're there. You need to keep cleansing them, and also because they keep coming up. They're just bubbling up, they're surfacing. But it feels like you are taking care of them, and it feels like you are implementing what your guides are saying, and you're actually getting rid of a lot of deep things. It feels like you're getting rid of a lot of major blocks. For some reason, finances is coming up too. And I feel like something is going to change with your finances, and something is going to shift in that area because you're getting more grounded. And this has to do with the cords that you are clearing. Because it feels like there have even been some cords with your root chakra, and root chakra has to do with grounding. And so it feels like as you clear those cords, you're going to be feeling more independent, and you're going to be less dependent on other people's energies, because it feels like some of these cords have come from you feeling energetically dependent on on others, whoever those others might be. There's even a feeling of your father, that some of this came from him. That would make sense. Like I wouldn't have thought of that, um, but that would make sense. What your guides are saying. A lot of people obviously would have kind of a feeling of like a dependency in a sense on their father when it comes to finances and things. Um, but your guides are indicating that some of that did come from him. Um, and then it just feels like in general, male figures that you've been kind of energetically dependent on at different points. And so then there's even been these kind of psychic vampire types of energies. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to my selenite here. I only have one other crystal. I have my green fluorite here. So you have a couple of heart chakra stones. I was actually playing heart chakra music. I forgot about that. So there's definitely some heart chakra energies coming in, and there is a feeling like just like your heart is expanding right now. And then selenite, um, I'm feeling like some grounding energies from this. I don't normally pick up on grounding energies when I'm using selenite. Usually it has to do with like a higher energy coming in. It has to do with what you're clearing. Um, there's also a feeling from your guides like you're very open, and that, but like in a good way, where you're getting more of this like childlike kind of free openness in your aura, where it can be closed off, and it can be open at the same time, and there can be more of a balance where you can see things more clearly. um, you can see, people's motives. You can see if they're trying to manipulate or what they are putting out energetically, even if it's subconscious. A lot of people are not doing things on purpose, obviously. It's just they have these beliefs that they're operating out of. They have programs that they're operating out of. And your guides are almost they're using the word instructed, almost like people are almost trained sometimes to be a certain way. They're influenced by certain energies, like since they were a little kid, and then they just keep doing this. They keep having these behaviors and these habits. And your guides are saying that you can have like a victim energy and be operating out of that. um, and then you can operate out of that same energy also in a different way, where you put people, um, like you try to put others down, and you attempt to kind of send them your victim energy in a sense. But you're not there, you're not doing that. You have been more on the receiving end of that, where you have felt like you are more dependent on other energies, and then at the same time, it's like, so you end up a victim to certain energies that want to take advantage of you. But your guides are just saying that you're getting more clear on that, and that a lot of that is lifting. Okay. I always surround myself first, usually, which I think is good. I don't really want to, like, I don't want to visualize anything like around someone else's aura before I visualize like positive space around my own aura. I just think that's really important for the space of the reading. Okay, that's why your guides are wanting me to say that though, because they're saying that so you want to attract people who, it's like they want to keep their space clean, and they want to keep their stuff off of you, okay? And they naturally want to do that, which means that they're naturally feeling more independent themselves, because obviously a psychic vampire, you can attach to a psychic vampire and feel like you are dependent on them, but ultimately they are actually the ones who are more dependent on you, even if it appears the other way around, because they're psychically sucking energy off of you. So this makes them very dependent on your energy field, even if it's not so apparent in a physical way. In an emotional way, they are trapped in these cycles where they need your energy. So you're clearing that, and you're regaining more of this openness, this childlike openness, and then at the same time you are starting to ground more in a positive way. That's still something that's going to continue happening. I feel like your guides are going to say more of that, but our time is a little bit over for this reading. I'm realizing I've gone a little bit over the time limit. But thank you so much, the child, once again, for allowing me to do this reading for you. And I truly hope that it benefits you. Thank you very much. Namaste.